guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I am so happy you found us. I'm Lisa and this is Creativity and Inspiration. How's everybody doing today? This video was supposed to be up Friday and this video has had all sorts of issues, and then I had other demands on my time because I'm a caregiver, but that's okay. That's okay. Today, though, we are talking about tuck spots, corner tuck spots on our pages in our journals. We're also going to talk about page corners for your pages, to decorate those pages up, maybe make them easier to grab. In fact, I'm going to do some of those in my planner because it makes flipping through. I might do some of those in my sketchbooks as well, just because I think it's a really cool idea. Makes flipping through a journal, planner, sketchbook, whatever, really easy. And I'm so excited about those. But first, we're going to talk about corner tuck spots, because we all do them and they get boring. I'm sorry, they do. They get boring. So I've kind of come up with some different ideas. I don't know if you're going to like them or not. I've been playing around with this. I did film this Friday. I liked it, and then I realized I hadn't turned the sound on. So I'm going to double check the sound before we get into the main part of this video, because I don't want that happening again. And yeah, let's just get started. Also this week coming up, because it is Sunday, will be posted on Sunday. Because I messed up last week and you only got one video, I do want to give you a bonus or an extra video this week. It'll be up on Wednesday, and we are going to talk art supplies. I got a big thing of art supplies in, and I did kind of like an unboxing. So I thought we could do that. For the video on Friday, I have several ideas. Let me know, though. I was thinking about talking about how you can use paint in your journals, the different types of paint, how they look, what's easiest, what's hardest, dry times, all of that. So if you're interested in seeing a video that's really kind of in-depth about different paints and how they can be used in planners, journals, any paper craft, really, comment down below paints. But let's get into this video about tuck spots. Okay guys, so I've got you in this angle that's kind of more over my shoulder angle. I hope y'all like it. I hope you feel like you're seeing more of the actual video. Let me know if you don't like it only. So I have this journal out. This is kind of the journal that I put all my samples in. So I guess we're going to call it my sample journal. It works, right? Okay, before we get into the ones I made, let's talk about the one that was already in this journal, because it is one that we see all the time and that we all use. I just got to find it. Hold on a second. This is the corner tuck that we all pretty much make. It's the triangle. It's sewed down on two sides, and the third side is the big side. It's the open side, and that's where we tuck our stuff in, which is great. Love it. But these get boring. No offense to the person that made this journal, but those get boring. So what can we do? Well, I've come up with several different ideas, and I'll tell you how to do each one of these. They'll kind of be in the middle of the video, and then of course at the end we'll have a recap, just a visual recap of all of them. So this tuck spot is just like any other tuck spot. It's kind of fat though. Be aware, it is kind of fat. Now you could crease it. I didn't use a bone folder on it, so you could probably crease it and get it a little flatter. Thing is, the top is also a tuck spot. So there's actually one tuck spot, two, right there. But what this is a big, full 8.5 11 by 11 sheet of paper that you could write on, you could hide stuff in, whatever you wanted to do. You could also flip it over and write on the back of it if you want. So if you have a journal and maybe you have a lot of information that you need to incorporate into this journal, this type of tuck spot is great, because you have a whole empty full sheet of paper that you could use to write on. And I'll show you how to fold this up in just a little bit. But like I said, it is kind of bulky. It is. Now, the reason it has this paper on the top is I just want you to kind of see it. So I put that on there. You don't have to add a sheet on the top if you don't want to. It's bulky, but I have all of this to write on, which would be good if you're using this maybe to record a vacation. Maybe you're learning a new skill and you want to make extra notes. Whatever the occasion, if you have one that you need a lot of writing space, this full-size 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper into a tuck spot is perfect. But what if you don't want a full sheet of paper, or what if you want to write about a photo? So what I've done, this is a tuck spot, but it looks more like, a journaling card, right? This is a tuck spot, a corner tuck, it's in the corner, but it looks more like a journaling card. And the reason I did this one is because I wanted to show you if you wanted to create like a scrapbook layout in your journal and you wanted to have a photo, but you wanted to write about the photo. Yes, you could write here, but maybe you needed more space. Well, that's how this corner tuck is really cool. It flips up and then it flips like that. So you have another big writing surface to write on. You have those two sides plus this whole inside to write on. That is another option for a corner tuck that you get a lot of writing space on, and especially like if you wanted to write about a photo. Now this is our puzzle piece. I'm using this just like I showed you in the beginning, the triangle one that was sewn in. Just like this one, I used a puzzle piece just to show you that they don't all have to be traditional tuck spots. You can use different shapes, different items, and still get really cool tuck spots, puzzle pieces. Now, some other things you can do is like this. I folded up a corner of my page, right? And what I could do is tape this down and make the tuck spot area here and here, which would be great, but you're like, okay, then what about this? This is where you could write. You could put in an image here, and you could write about it here. You could write all the way across. So that's one different way to make a tuck spot, okay? Another way you can make a tuck spot, what's going to be your tuck spot, in the corner, but instead of attaching it on the two sides, poke a hole in the tip through your tuck spot cover, I guess, and through your page, and put a jump ring or a keychain ring, and then put some charms, and then it'll flip up like that. You could write underneath it if you wanted to. You could write on top of it. And to keep it in place, put just a little bit of washi tape on the ends, or put a little piece of Velcro, and then you kind of had like a hidden writing area because it looks just like a normal tuck, but if you undo the corners, then you have a flip down, and you also have a cool place to dangle some charms. Another way to do a tuck spot is cut some paper that you're going to write on, right? And then make your cover, but instead of making this the cover, put this as your bottom, sew it down like we always do, and that'll be your tuck spot. But attach the paper too on top of the pretty so it looks like this. Then as you write on it, you tear off each thing as you use it. Like if you need to remember a phone number, tear it off, put it in a book. If you want a bookmark, tear it off, whatever. And then when you get down to the pretty paper, oh, it's time to cut some more paper and attach. And that way you have like a never-ending notepad. That's also a tuck spot. So that's another idea. Last idea is to take a small envelope and you can stick it up in the corner, and it can be in any corner. It doesn't have to be the traditional bottom left. It can be any corner, and you'll have a pocket and a tuck spot, okay? Because you'll have, here's the pocket and here's the tuck spot. That's also something different and something new, using small envelopes. Now I'm going to show you, I made one too, because you don't have to use pre-made envelopes for that. You can make your own, which is what this is. I decorated the point, but here's the tuck spot. And then this one just has corner tucks. So it's like a 3 tuck. It's a tuck there, 1. It's a tuck there, 2. And then the big tuck underneath is 3. So that's an altered envelope or a book page made into an envelope. But not really a true envelope because it's actually a 3 tuck tuck, right? Pretty cool. So I'll be making all these tuck spots for you in just a second, and you can see and choose which one you like if you want to use them. But before we do that, remember at the beginning of the video, I talked about making corner pages that you could use in journals, planners, sketchbooks, anything really. And this is it. How cute is that? It makes the page more sturdy. You can grab it. You're not going to, curl up your ends or tear them. I made this one out of tickets, but you can make these out of anything. You can make them out of paint chips. All you do is fold 4 paint chips. I only had 3 here, but you get the idea. Fold them 2 and 2 on each side, right? Then you connect them like that. And then you connect your page. And all you do is it's going to slide in. Your page is going to slide in right here, okay? So all you do is you bring your page over and you slide it into your tucks. Like that. And there you have another corner protector, corner rounder, whatever you want to call it, for your page. And it looks like that. How cute is that? And you know what? You can do this with anything. You could do this with stamps. You can do this with playing cards. Possibilities are endless. This is one that I like. You would have to attach your 2 tags together, right? But you make that same, it's like a capital L. You bring it over, you slide your page into the bottom ones, and then when you get to the back and you hit the long ones, you slide it in like that. And then you can attach them together however you want. But how cute. Then you can decorate it however you want, and you just have a great way to flip through your journal pages. I tell you, I love it. And all I did was attach the tickets together, and it's 2 tickets folded over this way and 2 tickets folded this way. And that's it. Great, great corner covers, page corner covers, whatever you want to call them. So let's go back to all the tuck spots we talked about, and let's go back to this one. And I'll show you how to fold this big one in case you're interested. It's super simple, and I'm just going to use the one that's already folded. Okay, so it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. It's copy paper. I'm holding it portrait, and you fold it in half. Once you get it folded in half like this, you turn it landscape with the open side down, okay? And you take the right-hand corner and fold it down till it touches the paper, like that. Then you bring in the left-hand side and fold it down till it meets, and you've got a big triangle with a flap, like that. Now for ease, fold this up. You're not going to leave it up, but fold this up just so you have that mark, and mark it really good. Then fold it back down. Open this up to where you have one fold in the long piece. Fold that part in that we just folded the opposite way. Fold it in. Fold that in like that. And then fold up the little flap so you have a clear fold line where you folded it down. Fold it down again. Now we have the same look we did a minute ago, except we don't have the flap hanging down. Pick this up like that. Fold that in and down, and you've got it. That simple. All the directions, of course, are down in the description. but it's very easy to fold. Once you get it the first time, you won't be able to forget it. So that's the big 8.5 by 11. It's super simple, and like I said, if you have a lot on a journal and you're going to need more pages, or you don't want to make a super thick journal, that's a great way to add writing space, or, you know, to hide a present. I don't know. Whatever you can think of. Now, this one is just a sheet of paper, and it's I can't remember the size though, so let's get, where's my ruler? It's a piece of notebook paper that I cut down to 6.5 by 9.5. 6.5 by 9.5. I folded it in half, picked it back up, folded it long ways, opened it back up. Then on that long ways fold I just made, I cut up to that half fold. Then I fold that one up, and put the bottom part down, glued the picture on top, and that's it. And you have a tuck spot, and you're going, is it really a tuck spot? Yes, it is, because that bottom piece, we left space for a tuck spot. The puzzle piece, kind of simple. Just attached it. Now, let's come to, where's our little square one? Okay, let's go to our little fake envelope one. This one I'm going to show you. Let me get a book page real quick. Okay, for the one where I use the book page and it looks sort of like an envelope, I'm going to show you how we do it. You get your book page, and I'm going to cut it down to 6 inches wide by 6 inches deep. We're making a square. I'm using a 6 by 6. Well, my book page is not 6 by 6, so I'm going to do 5 by 5. So do whatever size works on your, paper. Then for this one, super simple. You take your square, you turn it on its side, so now you have a diamond. You take the top point down to the bottom point and fold. Use your bone folder. Okay, now turn it where the point is now on the top. Bring the point down here to the fold. Crease it, and this is what you have. Now I want you to fold this arm in just to the tip, so it looks like that. And then bring this arm and do the same thing. Now pick up the center and attach tape at each tip. Attach this down and maybe a little bit on each side. And there is your 3 tuck. Decorate it however you like. That's how I decorated mine. Super cute, super fun. And I put it in a weird corner because you can. They don't all have to be in the bottom corner. They don't. Experiment. Put them in different places. Go crazy. Alright, for the next one, I talked about doing some different types back here. This one, you would just put a little sticky right here. You could also attach the pages together and have a big pocket if you wanted to. You don't have to. But this is a double tuck. You'd have a tuck here, a tuck here. And if you attach the 2 pages, you would have a tuck here too. So it's a 3 tuck. You could write right here, whatever you want to do. Then the last one we talked about, well, we talked about 2 more. The envelope is very similar to this one, only it's a pocket and a tuck versus 3 tucks. And it just fits in really simply. I'm going to do it at the top, attach it across all of this, down a little bit here. So I have a tuck here and a tuck here. And that's it. Super simple. Now the last one is kind of different and weird, but it's kind of fun too because it's kind of different and weird. And that's where we just take our hole punch, line our paper up with our corner tuck on our page, line it up wherever you want the hole to be is fine. Then put some string through there. Okay, I just got some twine. Put some twine through. You can tie it in a pretty bow. You can attach. And we're going to take it another step further. And we're going to poke holes at each of the top ones too. See? Designing on the fly here. That's what you have to do. When you start to do something, if you see more possibilities, go for it. Sometimes I think we get stuck in formulas, you know, like we've been doing something so long, so we kind of use a formula. Okay, just get some more of the ribbon or whatever you want to tie it with. Add some fun charms, dangles, whatever you want. You can trim these down as long as you want them or as short as you want them. Just kind of makes it fun and different. And then you have a really cool tuck spot that nobody's ever seen before because you tied it in place. And if you want to write underneath it, just untie the sides, flip it down, write your secret message or whatever, tie it back up, and you have your tuck spot right there. Super cool way to do it. You can see the little ties on there. You know what? I think I'm going to add some pretty yellow ribbon for the final at the end. That way it'll just show up better. And then like I said, for our page corner protectors or whatever, it's so fun to make these. And they're so cute. You just put two of these little guys together and put two of these guys together. And it makes like an L or a heart. And just slide it on. And slide it on. And glue them down. Or you can leave the top part open and make your tuck spot. It could be a 2-for-1, a tuck and a page. A page corner thing and a tuck spot. You could cut your own. You could trim up some puzzle pieces, you know, alter things, whatever you want to do. I love those. Those are like the best, and like I said, I am going to definitely use those in my sketchbooks. What I'm going to do, I think, is get some tickets and copy the pattern and make some tickets out of my paint strips, my paint cards, and then do a paint card one, but shape it like a ticket. And that'll be at the end of the video as well. So guys, I want to thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and that little bell. I've got a lot more great ideas coming for things that you've done forever. I'm trying to get you to break the formula that you use. I'm trying to get you to think outside of the box. I'm trying to give you creative inspiration. Also, if you'd like to see the video on Friday be about different kinds of paints, how they work in journals, different papers, that sort of thing with the paint, things you can do with them, things you can't do with them, comment down below paints, and I'll love to do that video for you. You have a bonus video coming this week. It's just the unboxing of all the cool art stuff I got. So I will see you on Wednesday for the bonus video. Take care, and again, I am so sorry, so sorry, but being a caregiver is very stressful, very hard. Thanks for being here today, guys. Take care. I will see you next time. Bye.